Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Got a really great song for us today called Snowdrop. Now, the first thing we've got to do is we've got to change our tuning. So, your fourth string needs to go from a D down to a C, okay? Take that down to a C. And then your second string goes up from a B to a C, okay? Up from a B to a C. And then your first string goes up from a D to an E. All right? Real pretty sound. All right. So, I figured the best way to do this is just for me to play through it slowly, and then I'll break it down into parts, and we'll go through each section. There are 4 parts to this song. And, okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so there's 4 parts to the song, and, you can play this song with drop thumb or without drop thumb. Now, I'm going to play it with a little bit of drop thumb in it, but when I show it to you, I'm going to show it to you without the drop thumbing for people who are more, who don't know how to do drop thumbing and aren't really comfortable with it yet. But you can easily add that drop thumbing in. So here we go. Okay, so now let's get into the 4 parts. What I'm going to do, as you can see, this song goes all over the neck, so it's a lot of fun to play. And it's one of those rare songs that sounds, sounds really good if you play it slow, and it sounds really good if you play it fast. So what I'm going to do is I'll break down each section, and I'll use my zoom feature there that, ironically, I never knew I had. My 12-year-old daughter had to show me how to use it. But I'll use that zoom feature and zoom it on in on each part, and I'll talk you through the frets. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is remember about our economy of motion. We're going to use that a lot here because we go from here all the way up to here, and we stop in between, and we're moving all around. So we want to use that economy of motion. So we're going to start on the 8th fret, and this first part uses the first string as its emphasis, all right? So the first part sounds like this. Now, that was the run through of it, and then it repeats. But we start on this 8th fret, and we go to the 8th fret, 10th fret, 12th fret. Okay? And I'll do that again. you'll notice also that I did one clawhammer stroke, one clawhammer stroke, and then I did two. Alright? Then we reverse it and we go one clawhammer stroke, one clawhammer stroke, 1, 2. Okay? So it goes 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Alright? And that's one full time through it. So we repeat that. And I'll do that slowly for you right now. Okay, that's the end of the first part. Now we move on to the second part, all right? And again, you can add in the drop thumbing here. You can do it there, or you can do it all the time. But I wanted to show it to you without it. All right, so now let me let my dog out, and then we'll go further. Come on, Penny. All right, so now let's go to the second part of the song. Here, I need you to do something for me real quick. I need you to hit the subscribe. Go ahead and just hit it. Just hit it. So the second part of the song sounds like this. So, again, we've just slid our hand down here to use our economy of motion. And this one starts out, again, we're using a lot of the first string for our emphasis. So this one starts out on the 8th fret and goes 8th fret, 7th fret. Now, we do a bar across the 5th fret. Okay, and when we hit that bar, we're not emphasizing the first anymore. We're doing sort of a 4th, 3rd, 2nd kind of thing. So it sounds like this. Okay, and then it just walks back up. So again, 8th, 7th, bar. Then we go back to the first string there on the 5th fret and walk it back up. I'm going to play that through one more time slow for you. And you don't have to use your pinky. You can easily use your ring, but it's nice to use all of our fingers to get them strong. Alright, so I put some drop thumbing in there. I'll do it without the drop thumbing. And that just repeats twice, just like the first part. It repeats twice. So the whole first part now repeats. All right, now we're going on to the third part, and that means we go up here. All right. So this one starts off. I'm going to play this whole section for you, and then we'll break it down. So again, we repeat twice. And we're going to start this one off with a hammer-on at the 3rd fret. And again, we're emphasizing the first string a lot here. And we do a little bit of work on the 2nd string. But it's 1st and 2nd string here. And then when we do our strums, you know, we strum everything. Alright, so we start off with a hammer onto the 3rd fret. Then we go to the 5th fret, back to the 3rd fret, open. Okay? Sounds like this. Now, you can put in double thumbs, drop thumbs, whatever you want there, but I'm just doing the simplest version of it for you. That was it with drop thumbs. I mean, that was it with double thumbs, I mean. Okay? After that part, so after that part, we're doing a hammer onto the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, the 1st string open, and then we do a pull off at the 1st fret of the 1st string, and then we do a 2nd string 2nd fret, then we do a slide from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret, a strum thumb, and a 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, I'm going to do that slowly again. Okay, all right, so now the next time through we change that last part just a touch. So let's do it again for the 2nd time through. The 1st time through we do this slide. Okay? 2nd time through, 2nd time. Okay? So the 2nd time through we go. Instead of the slide, we just play the 2nd string open. Okay? 2nd string, 2nd string. Okay? Then it repeats. So I'm going to play through both of those again for you. So for the 4th part, we get to go all over the place. And this involves using a lot of bars, okay? So that means mash all the strings down. Except for the 5th string, of course. All right, so let me play this through and we'll walk through. That's the 1st part. Okay, so that was the 2nd time through. All right, so you can see it changes just a touch. All right, so, okay, so we start with that bar chord at the 5th fret, and we hit that 4th string, and then the 1st string. And we take our little bitty pinky, or if you can reach with your ring, I don't know if you can, but I can't, so I'll take my pinky down to the 8th fret. So we go. All right, so we're just putting that down and taking it off. I'll do it again. Okay, so after then we let it off and we go down to the 3rd fret and we do open, 3rd string. Okay, we do open 3rd string and then we go back down to that 1st string do first string, 3rd fret. Okay, that sounds like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play both of those together for you so you can kind of hear what it sounds like. Okay, now we move up to the 7th fret and the 10th fret. Okay. I'm going to play all 3 of them for you. So that next part, when we let go, right here, now we hit the 2nd string. Okay, so we hit the 2nd string, then we hit the 3rd fret and slide it from the 3rd fret to the 4th fret, and then we hit the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Okay, I'll do that again. I'll do it again. All right, so that whole first part sounds like this. Now it repeats, starting at the 5th again. Now, right here, instead of dropping off and doing that little slide up here, we're going to stay down here. So when we get here, we go. And we put a finger down on the 8th fret. Okay, and that goes like this. A fun song to play. Okay, keep in mind here that this is a version that I've just adapted to the way I want to play it. Everybody doesn't play it like this. If you want to learn it how I play it, watch this, you know. I hope you understand that you're not limited to the way anyone plays anything. You can play it however you want, as long as you stay within the musical phrases of the song, you know. So anyway, here we go. All right. hope you got something out of that. I hope you enjoyed it. And I just always want you to remember that Jesus loves you.